6 breweries, 1 epic highway, countless reasons to pull over and take it all in. Welcome to the Highway 3 Ale Trail, a road trip through Southern Alberta that's equal parts craft beer, incredible food, scenic landscapes, and hidden gems you might not know existed. If you're looking for an Alberta road trip that goes beyond the typical tourist stops, you just found it. Over 3 days, we traveled the length of the Highway 3 Ale Trail, meeting the people behind the breweries, exploring the places that they call home, and discovering why this stretch of Alberta deserves way more attention. Let's hit the road. The first stop on our road trip was Medicine Hat Brewing Company. Right away, it was obvious that this place is more than just a brewery. It's one of those spots where locals gather, visitors stick around way longer than planned, and the food deserves just as much attention as the beer. Naturally, we ordered a little bit of everything. The potato nachos were loaded, the ceviche was incredibly fresh, and the in-house bacon cheeseburger absolutely lived up to the hype. And the giant pretzel with beer cheese sauce, let's just say it didn't last very long. If you're stopping in Medicine Hat, come hungry. After lunch, we headed over to chat with Caden and the team about what makes Medicine Hat Brewing special. One thing that stood out for us was just how connected they are to their community. It's not just about brewing great beer, it's about creating a place people genuinely want to spend time in.
Hi, I'm Caden Van Keer with Medicine Hat Brewing Company. I'm the Director of Brewery Operations here.
When you thought about starting a brewery, like why Medicine Hat?
Well, we weren't born here, but we were raised here. So
Right.
We both moved away, and then we came back, and we had our roots here. So
Yeah.
it was just the community isn't great to us, and we wanted to kind of help build something and kind of make the community better. And I think we have in a lot of ways as well. So
Yeah.
So this is our brew house here. It's a 20-barrel system. Our average brew is about 450 kilograms to 700 kilograms of grain. We try to keep it all Alberta malt if we can. You can walk down here. We got our canning team in progress here. This is Bob.
How you doing?
Adria loves being on camera here, so I'll let Adria explain the canning process.
Okay. Up on this decal, and it moves the cans over to the conveyor belt. From there, it comes down into a twist rinse where it gets sprayed with water and then dumped out. We come down here, we purge all the oxygen out of it, and then it gets filled over to my lid, and then steamed, and then down to that end.
That's very cool.
We just hit our 6 millionth can through our canner, so. You guys want a beer? It's the freshest beer you'll ever drink.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Have you had it?
No.
Oh yeah, it'll change your life.
Boom. Cheers.
I better have one with you guys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. That was the visual that struck me, like when I was here for the first time, like just, that gives you a sense of how much you guys are going through, hey?
Yeah, I'll walk you to the other side here. So,
Oh,
pretty lucky with all the tariffs because we didn't get hit too hard because we got all our cans in Calgary.
sure. So you guys have been around for 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 this
Isn't
December.
that hard to believe?
So you guys saw our tap room there. So when we first opened, we were just gonna be like education about beer. We didn't really have too many plans of like getting a kitchen and stuff. So we had to build the full kitchen in here. So believe it or not, this was on top of a snooker table inside the tap room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that kind of is the history of Medicine Hat Brewing Company. It was originated back in 1912, but it got shut down due to Prohibition. So we kind of brought the name back like 100 years later.
That's
so,
cool.
Kind of a little hidden gem down in the southeast here. So yeah, we got mountain biking, we got hiking, we got lots of kayaking, good creeks and stuff.
Yeah.
We got great food and great people, good art scene downtown. So I definitely check us out for sure.
Yeah. After a little bit of a break to compose ourselves, we made our way to Medicine Hat's historical downtown to visit Travois Ale Works. This place is the definition of small but mighty. We ordered a full spread, and we're not exaggerating when we say that Jordan absolutely blew us away with what he's able to create from such a small kitchen. From the pepperoni popcorn to the steak sandwich and tofu bowl, every dish was packed with flavor and clearly made with a lot of care. Talking with the team, you can tell that every decision is intentional. Every beer was delicious and came with a story about what inspired them to brew it. It was obvious that each small batch of beer is made with quality ingredients and a lot of passion. Travois is exactly the kind of brewery that you hope to stumble across on a road trip.
Hey guys, I am Jordan Abbott and I'm the chef and taproom manager here at Travois Ale Works.
So how long have you been with Travois then?
So I'm coming up on about 1.5 years now.
Yeah.
Been doing a dinner series and kind of like beer paired meals for about 2.5 years, and then I came on full time a little over 1 year ago.
Oh, that's cool.
This actually just used to be a back alley.
Right.
Yeah, so that was a building, that was a building, and then in the, I want to say in the late 20s or 30s, they slapped a roof on it and called it a building. This is the bar, and this is also my kitchen.
Okay.
So everyone sees me cook, everyone kind of
nice.
sees what's going on here. Menu's kind of been curated to fit this, but also just kind of like be fun, be different from everywhere else, not just be the same like pub food that you can find down the street. So a little bit different and just very tasty and small menu.
It's kind of the big beer of the summer for you guys.
Hands down, it's gonna be the Japanese rice lager.
Yeah. That's what I'm having right now.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's awesome, like super clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his idea was he wanted to make something drier than Asahi.
Right.
And I think he did it. Like, we made it last summer. We sold out in, I think, 3 months.
Wow.
Which is crazy. And so we're like, well, we have to make it again.
Yeah.
And it's a huge hit again.
Sweet.
So, but this is the canner here.
Oh, nice.
So it's really one can at a time. It gets popped in, it gets out. Every can of beer that you guys buy in a store or that you find anywhere has been made here, packaged here, and labeled here, all by one guy.
That's awesome. And you guys like that's pretty impressive then when you think about like you guys have a lager on tap, and the amount of beers that you pump out of this place is pretty impressive. So if someone was in Medicine Hat, what would you recommend someone does during the day to kind of, is there tourist destination they got to go to? Is there mountain biking? Like, what is there in town that people should be doing?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think the trails that go through here are on catalogs all over. Like, they're kind of famous for where you can explore in the city.
Yeah.
So definitely that. Police Point Park is absolutely beautiful. It's naturally kept, so like there's not a lot of like we don't go in and take care of it. It's like just kind of keep it what nature does is what nature does.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to see. And there's also the Medelta Pottery Center.
With the brewery visits wrapped up, we spent the rest of the afternoon exploring a few local recommendations. First up was Police Point Park. Just minutes from downtown, this massive natural area feels like stepping into a completely different world. Walking trails, wildlife, cottonwood forests, and incredible views of the South Saskatchewan River make it an easy addition to any Medicine Hat itinerary. Next up was Medelta in the historic Clay District. Medicine Hat was once one of Canada's largest pottery producers, thanks to its huge clay deposits and abundant natural gas. Today, Medelta preserves that history through working studios, exhibits, and beautifully restored industrial buildings. It was unlike anywhere else in Alberta, and absolutely worth the stop. Day 2 started with a detour. Before reaching Lethbridge, we made our way out to Red Rock Coulee. If you've never heard of it, imagine giant red sandstone boulders scattered across rolling prairie. It honestly feels like you've landed on another planet. Located about an hour southwest of Medicine Hat, Red Rock Coulee is one of Alberta's most unique landscapes, and one of those places that photos never quite do justice. After spending some time exploring a little chunk of Mars, we came back to Earth, connecting with Highway 3 to continue the road trip. But first, lunch and beer, right? Yeah, priorities. Next stop, Lethbridge. Our brewery destination here was Spectrum Ale Works. Started by a wife and husband duo, Spectrum feels exactly how a neighborhood brewery should. Comfortable and welcoming with great beer and a team that's genuinely passionate about serving the community around them. One of the coolest things they're doing is bringing back Lethbridge beer, reviving a historic local brand while putting their own modern spin on it. It's a fun piece of local brewing history and definitely worth sitting down for a pint and a 12-pack to go when you stop in for a visit. Before the brewery, what did you do? What was your livelihood then?
big sound systems.
Yeah.
For concerts, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, arena size.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything from small to large. What we were doing, like big tour stuff.
Yeah. What made you want to start a brewery?
Well, I'd homebrewed for 30 years.
Yeah.
And built up quite a pretty big, thick recipe book. And at my sound shop, I had a little portable brewery there, like a little pilot rig.
Yeah.
And always had 6 or 8 beers on tap.
Yeah.
Always. And just, I guess, in the course of traveling on our motorcycles, in the US, we'd visited brewery after brewery after brewery. And I'll bet you we were getting close to 100. And my wife kept track of every one and built a little book about the pros and cons that we saw at every brewery.
Yeah.
So one day she suggested that we start up a brewery based on my brewing knowledge.
She suggested to you. Awesome.
And I said, well, I don't know anything about the business side. I can make beer.
Yeah.
She says, don't worry, I've been gathering information. I'll look after the business side.
Where does the name come from?
I think it comes from a couple things. From the radio collection, from the audio side of it, and we decided early on like what our menu was going to look like, and what our branding was going to be. So it's all colors.
Yeah.
So we've got a spectrum of audio, we got a spectrum of colors.
Yeah.
And we get a spectrum of people in here too.
Yeah.
Like it's a we use the term very broadly.
I like that.
The top 7 would be our cores.
Yeah.
And then, but there's others in the bottom row that keep popping up like time after time. So for example, the cream ale number 9 there, it was here all last year, and we took about a 2-month break.
Yeah.
And I altered the recipe slightly.
Okay.
And here it's back again. It might be on tap for a year now too.
Yeah. So Lethbridge, and we were talking about this as we were doing the road trip, has a really interesting, I think in the Western Canadian beer history, Lethbridge is a big part of that. So you were telling us about the beer that you guys have just created that's quite popular. So maybe give me a little bit of a background of the history of beer in Lethbridge and how you guys are kind of putting a spotlight on that.
Well, I think it was, to my knowledge, the brewery here was started in Lethbridge in the 1800s. The guy's last name was Sick, S-I-C-K, and it was known as Lethbridge Sick's Brewery.
Yeah.
And I think it got bought by Molson's in the late 80s, mid to late 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, and disbanded in 88, 89.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canning area, pretty compact. Cask machine made in Calgary, of course. Rotary turntable to feed the cans in and rinse the cans, and then a labeler on the way out. Pretty space efficient. It's in a 10 foot by 12 foot area, and it's pretty capable little rig.
What would you say is, like, when it comes to that sort of stuff, like creating new beers and stuff, what's your favorite part of that process?
My favorite part is just putting the recipe together and trying to use as many Alberta products as we can, like using the base Alberta malts and combining the hops too. That's a real thing. I just love that.
After enjoying the hospitality and a pint with the team from Spectrum, we headed across town to another local favorite, Nikka Yuko Japanese Garden. This peaceful oasis was built as a symbol of friendship between Japan and Canada, and it's one of the most beautiful places in Southern Alberta. Whether you're walking the gardens, taking in the architecture, or just slowing down for a bit, it's an easy reminder that road trips aren't always about rushing to the next stop. Sometimes the best moments happen when you take your time. Fort Macleod is one of Alberta's most historic towns, and you can feel it the moment you arrive. Founded in the 1870s as a Northwest Mounted Police post, it played a major role in shaping early Western Canada. Long before European settlement, though, this region was home to Indigenous peoples whose history stretches back thousands of years. Just a short drive away is Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump, one of the world's oldest and best preserved buffalo hunting sites and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a powerful reminder that the history here runs much deeper than the buildings lining Main Street. After exploring downtown and taking in some local history, we made our way to Stronghold Brewing. Located right on historic Main Street, Stronghold fits perfectly into Fort Macleod's character. It's warm, welcoming, and exactly the kind of place you'd hope to end up after a day of exploring. Whether you're grabbing a flight, sitting on the patio, or chatting with the staff, it quickly becomes obvious why locals love it here. And from here, the Highway 3 Ale Trail only gets better. So you've been here for 5 years now.
Just about 5 years, yep.
What is it about this place that has made you, because that's a long time to be at one place. What is it about this place that makes you want to stay?
So I actually used to bartend in Europe. I lived in Amsterdam for about a year.
Yeah.
Pandemic sent me home. I came in kind of like an off-season time, and I just fell in love with it. Like, the town's super charming, the people are super nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked the beer, honestly.
So speaking of charming, before I forget, this downtown has been used in movies before. Is that correct?
Yeah, quite a few movies.
So what movies?
Interstellar, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Lots of TV shows like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
We usually get like a month of movie shooting on Main Street. The last few years, it's been a lot of like Hallmark stuff.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, but usually something's getting shot here like every summer.
So some guy owns like a Christmas tree farm, and then he meets his ex-girlfriend from high school, and they fall in love. Yeah, I like that. So the Ghostbusters, when it was filmed here, did they use the movie theater? Do you remember?
So the Empress actually blows up.
Okay, cool.
CGI.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the building that explodes in the movie.
Yeah. And then the building itself, this seems to me like it's obviously a beautiful building.
Yep.
What do you know anything about the history of the building?
I do, yeah. So 1905, pretty much the majority of the street burned down.
Okay.
So 1906, 1907, it was all reconstructed. Obviously, brick was the new bylaw.
The sandstone and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a little harder to burn.
Yeah.
So this was actually the general store of Fort McLeod.
Okay.
For I think about 70 years, 80 years, something like that.
Nice.
It just kind of like filtered in between like the general store to be a grocery store / men's clothing store, and then
everything evolves into being a brewery. I mean, that's
pretty much
really what it was destined to be.
So this is actually a local artist who basically does these murals. This was the general store back in the day.
Okay.
We do a lot of music, stuff like that on the weekends, karaoke nights.
Nice.
Everything kind of gets set up in this corner. So it's kind of in your face.
Yeah.
We don't have a ton of space. So
what's your favorite karaoke song? What do you rock out to?
Rihanna. So our bar is actually super cool. It's from the 1800s. I can't remember the bar name off the top of my head, but it's from Montana.
Okay.
Built in the 1800s. So kind of perfect timing when they were building the brewery.
Yeah.
There was an estate sale, and essentially right place, right time.
Wow.
It fit perfectly. It matches the original flooring to the building from 1907 really well. Yeah.
So from a beer perspective, like, do you guys have a philosophy of the type of beers that you guys brew, or is it kind of based on what the locals are asking for? Or?
Yeah, well, we try to have like one of the 4 pillars, we call it. So like a dark, a light, a fruited, and then an IPA.
Okay.
So like kind of like the 4 main staples of what you'd expect in like a brewery.
Where did these come from?
So these are actually church gate doors from Spain. Yeah, basically this is like a separate man door that opens up.
Oh, okay. Like this right here is a door.
Yeah. So basically like these would be the horse doors.
Gotcha.
So like lords and stuff like that would ride in to church. I'd be a peasant. I'd go through this door here.
Yeah.
They wouldn't open the big one for me back in the day, but yeah, pretty cool. Pretty much in 2018, I believe, is when the laws changed for microbreweries to kind of start popping up in Southern Alberta. I think in Alberta in general.
Right.
Just because you had to hit a certain number that was just like unattainable for a microbrewery before. And there was just like a big gap in the market in a lot of these small towns, kind of outside the cities. And it just, the local community loves it.
And there's 3 Chinese food restaurants within
We
a
do
block,
have 3
so
Chinese food restaurants, which is pretty sweet.
Why you come to a place?
If you like Chinese food, we have one that you'll like.
Chinese food? What can I say? Next stop, Old Man River Brewing is located right off of Highway 3 in the small hamlet of Lundbreck. It was a hot summer day, and by the time we arrived, we were thirsty and hungry. We ordered the smoked wings, bacon cheeseburger, and broccoli salad. Once again, the team at Old Man River Brewing refused to disappoint. The beer was delicious, and every bite reminded us exactly why this place is a must-stop whenever we're passing through.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm owner of Old Man River Brewing here in Lundbreck, Alberta.
So how long have you guys been open then now?
We've been open for 8 years now.
Okay. And why Why did you choose Lundbreck as the place to build a brewery?
It was where my husband grew up, so it's pretty close to home. Lots of outdoor stuff. He really loves fishing and hiking, and it's pretty central. There was nothing really in Southern Alberta at the time that we opened.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just kind of right off Highway 22, still kind of located in the pass. And yeah, just really central to all the things that we really love to do in the outdoors. So yeah.
And clearly family friendly, which is good.
Family
Everyone's
friendly,
got kids,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what kind of beers did you guys, like when you first started, what was the vision?
Originally our plan was to be more of a tap room without the food. And we kind of progressed over time to add food. It just came out of necessity. We get so many travelers coming through that just want to have a bite to eat and have a drink on their way where they're going. So our Blue Bridge Lager was kind of our core starting point. But we also have a big passion for Belgian beer. And that's where our St. Joe's kind of came in. It's shaped after an Abbey style brown ale.
Okay.
So we kind of had two spectrums of where we wanted to kind of go. Now we've kind of evolved into more approachable beers. So our lineup is quite approachable, and then more of our seasonals and test batches is where we kind of like to play a little bit. Yeah, so a lot of people will come out, they'll go for a hike. Some people are headed to Waterton, some people are headed to BC. And if you're sticking in the area, there's a ton of stuff to do. There's kayaking, the dam, Oldman River Dam. Lots of people go out there on boats, lots of outdoor stuff, lots of races around the area too. We've had quite a bit of Sinister 7. A couple other different races. The Ski Hill puts on Huckleberry Festival too, so we get a lot of tourism from that. So yeah, lots of stuff going on in the area.
After an amazing lunch, we had to check out Lundbreck Falls, and it didn't take long to see why it's such a popular stop. The water is crystal clear, the falls are surprisingly powerful, and on a hot summer day, it's the perfect place to cool off before getting back on the road. From there, we continued west into Crowsnest Pass. This stretch of Highway 3 is packed with history, from the mining towns that built the region to the Frank Slide where 82 million tons of limestone came crashing down Turtle Mountain in 1903. It's one of those places that makes you want to slow down and take it all in. Our last stop on the Highway 3 Ale Trail was the Pass Beer Company in Blairmore, and honestly, we couldn't have scripted a better ending. Their cerveza with slush will have you wanting to stay on the patio all afternoon, and the food will have you already planning your next visit. We ordered the Angry Blue Chicken Poutine, the Quarantine Pizza, the Pineapple Pizza, and Danielle's personal favorite, the Easty Westy Bowl. Every dish felt thoughtful, fresh, and incredibly well executed. For me personally, Blairmore has become one of my favorite mountain towns for biking and hiking, and the pass is the perfect après destination after a long day of exploring in the mountains.
Hi, I'm Danielle, owner of the Pass Beer Company. Come inside and we'll take a look.
Perfecto. And the history of the brewery, before it was the Pass, you guys owned the building, or how did that work? You had a different business out of here?
Yeah, my husband has a glass company, so it was his shop to work in the Pass. He does a lot of work in the Pass and Sparwood, whatever, so it was just a big, solid, old blue building, and we basically dismantled the whole thing to the point of we should have just built new. So we just always loved breweries, and we would go, whenever we went on holidays, we would go like to the coast, to Oregon, and we'd stop at breweries along the way. They always had like the nice patio, dog-friendly, kid-friendly, and it was always our go-to place. He's obviously a big fan of beers. So.
So what's your number one beer then? Is it the cerveza?
The cerveza is the number one seller by quite a long shot, like almost double what everything else is. So we just sell a ton of the cerveza. So
That's nice. Was there ever any thought that it might not be in Blairmore, or was this always like where you were going to do it?
It was kind of always here, and it was a really nice night. We were just sitting out kind of where the patio is now. It wasn't a patio before, but we just like popped some chairs out there, cracked a beer, and we're just sitting there, and we're like, yeah, this is a good spot. Just with a view of the mountains and everything. I think it is just that. It's the hiking, it's the biking. Like mountain biking has gotten so big here. They just opened up a bunch of new trails. I think just in the summer it's hiking, it's biking.
Yeah.
In the winter it's the skiing, it's the snowmobiling, it's snowshoeing, all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. From Medicine Hat to Lethbridge, Fort Macleod to Lundbreck, the Highway 3 Ale Trail is an epic road trip, and the pass is the perfect ending. Great beer, incredible mountain views, and a brewery that perfectly sums up what this trail is all about. Welcoming people, memorable places, and a reason to take the scenic route. Whether you're chasing your next favorite beer, looking for an unforgettable road trip, or simply searching for places you haven't explored yet, the Highway 3 Ale Trail is proof that some of Alberta's best experiences are waiting just off the beaten path. So grab a friend, hit the road, and go discover it for yourself.